So here for my first appointment at Hermes. So we'll see what we can find and also get a good tour. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Emily and I love luxury. I love handbags, so I do unboxings, reviews, comparisons. I also love fashion and traveling, which I haven't been doing a lot lately. But if you like any or all of those things, please consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell so that you'll be notified of my future videos. Today is a very exciting one. It's always exciting here, just so you know. But it's very exciting because this is my first in-store Hermes purchase. Now, for myself. So I did purchase something for my husband a few years back, but that was kind of a while ago and it wasn't for me. So this is my first purchase actually. I had a couple of things on my wish list this year from Hermes, so I thought I should get, started since it's been like halfway through the year. How is it already halfway through the year? This is crazy. If you've seen my videos for a while, you'll know that I love my luxury items and I don't really have one from Hermes. I have a pre-owned one that I bought from Fashionphile and it's a belt, but yeah, it's a totally different experience when you go into the store. So I decided to go and make an appointment and visit the store. Now, if you guys live in the Bay Area and have been to the San Francisco store, you'll know that I think like a year or so ago, they renovated it. It took about a couple of years for them to renovate. So when I went and bought my husband's pocket scarf from Hermes, it was in the old location, so it was a much smaller location. This one, which is the renovated one, which is the original location, it's huge. I'll try to insert some footage that I've been able to take. I wasn't able to really video because I was just taking the full experience in. I hope you understand that, but I did try to take some photos. Now, when you first walk in through the big doors, you'll see a big H on the ground. I think it's made out of like little stones, and yeah, it's gorgeous. You see a big spiral staircase right in the center and it goes up to the second floor, but right in front of the spiral staircase is like a entire array of their pretty colorful silk scarves. To the left, you'll find your jewelry and your perfume section, and then around, if you go clockwise, you'll hit some equestrian stuff, and then their handbag walls at the back. And if you circle back around, you'll hit some of the small leather goods, some belts, and everything. I did end up going upstairs. My SA took me upstairs and did the whole sort of tour. Upstairs is a lot of home and baby stuff. There was even a big canoe up there. It was amazing. And then you'll see some men ready to wear. As then you go a little further, you'll see the women ready to wear, as well as the shoe sort of window section. So it's huge. It was really quiet. I think part of it is because of COVID. They didn't used to need appointments. You might have to wait, but they didn't used to require appointments. But with COVID, they did. You do now need an appointment in order to go in. The appointments are about 45 minutes long, and from what my SA told me, it is roughly, I would say, 4 appointments per day. So they let a bunch of people in all at once, and it only happens 4 times because then they have to wipe down everything. So as you can see, this is really important for making an appointment ahead of time. I'm just gonna unbox this, and then if you wanted to know more about my experience, my first time there, I will talk more about it after the unboxing, just in case you're here only for the unboxing. I don't want to take that long. I know it gets like very hard to wait, so I'm already having a hard time waiting. I obviously saw this in store, but I have not opened it since I brought it home. So let's get into it, and then I'll continue with the story of, some tips about bags, some tips about how you can score the bag you want, just my experience altogether. All right. This orange is definitely different than the Louis Vuitton orange bag I have right here. This is a giveaway item, by the way. If you have not seen or have heard of my Louis Vuitton giveaway, I am giving away a key pouch. Actually, let me grab mine. Okay, grabbed it. So this is the key pouch that I am giving away, but in the damier graphite. So it is packaged in here, but this is the one that I have. Check out the YouTube video below and also link my Instagram. it's an Instagram giveaway because I've reached 1,000 followers on my Instagram. So definitely go check it out. It closes in about a week and a half. So definitely jump on it if you want to enter for your chance to win one of these. All right, so here it is. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay. Okay. Wow, this is so pretty. Oh, okay, let me bring it closer so you can see the details. You can see that it is in a brown ribbon with some stitching right there, and it has the horses, which is Hermes's original thing, which is equestrian material, or you know, products. And it says here, I don't know if you can see it, but it says innovation in the making in English. So yeah, it's gorgeous. Again, this is such a pretty color. And just so you can see, there is a difference between the Louis Vuitton and the Hermes boxes as well. I almost don't want to open it. It's just so exciting when it's like your first box ever. Okay, let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay, a lot of you, if you purchased from Hermes before, you'll probably be able to guess what this is by the shape of this box. In case you haven't seen, there is a little bit of a little logo right there. Very pretty. The edges of this box is also in a brown trim. You ready? And it is a pair of shoes. If you know what I have on my wish list, you'll probably already know what this is. So it comes in 2 dust bags because it's 1 dust bag per shoe. All right. Ah, this is so pretty. Oh my God. Okay, let me take them both out and then I'll show you. This dust bag is extremely good quality. I'll bring it closer, but it has the Hermes logo as well here. Slightly different than the one on the box, but it has this brown sort of material, cotton drawstring, and then this twill. My gosh, this is some of the best dust bag for shoes I've ever gotten. These are the Oran sandals, and they are on my wish list, and I got it in the color gold. Now I know this doesn't look a thing like gold, but that's what they call it. It's sort of this brown color, and I got it in actually a size 36.5. I am usually a size 36, although it's not unheard of for me to get a size 36.5. So I'm usually between a size 36 and a 36.5. And in these sandals, I was able to fit the size 36, but also the size 36.5. My right foot is slightly bigger. So on the right sandal, it doesn't stick over, but at some point it like on my foot, it does look like it comes out a little bit, but it's not like it's hanging off. But my essay saw me wear both, and she was like, you know what, the 36.5 is probably a better bet because it's probably going to be more comfortable, and as long as it doesn't fly off of your feet when you're walking, it's probably okay. So I went ahead and got the 36.5. Now let me bring it closer. If you've never seen these before, which I'm sure you have because these are very popular, it has the H shape across the foot, and the rest of the shoe, it's all leather lined. This is more of like a smooth leather. I believe it's box leather, but she said compared to the bags, this is much thinner. And yeah, the same on this side. So I'm just gonna put one down because they both look the same. So there is a slight heel. Now this is probably like 1/4 of an inch tall. You don't feel it at all, but it does look really pretty. And it goes like that all the way across, and you can see that there is a slight trim around the front of the shoe and also all around the back of the shoe as well. And the bottom has this really cool design. This is a rubbery material, whereas this one and this up here is a smooth leather. And I don't know if you can see, but there are like 2 screws here to hold the heel in. So this pair, when I first held it, felt very stiff and very good quality, but I was afraid. You see how it doesn't really bend? I don't know, I'm trying to like show you bending. It doesn't really bend. And I was like, okay, is this gonna be too stiff? Because I don't want it to be painful. I have heard some people saying that it's not very comfortable, their most comfortable sandals. When I put it on the store, it felt like so good to slip my foot in here. Now, of course, I haven't walked around with these in like at all besides the carpeted area. So it's really hard to tell what my feet would feel like, but putting them on, they just kind of like fold around, sort of engulfs your foot, and so it feels very comfortable. But in terms of the stiffness, I don't know. It does feel like very sturdy though, so that's good. It feels like more of like a dressy sandal versus like your jelly flip-flops, but you can also dress them up or down. So I think this color is amazing. I'll insert some photos of me wearing it in the store with that outfit. And today, it's really hot today, so I'm wearing like the spaghetti strap and also some shorts, and then I'll also show you what these look like on me. So you can definitely wear it multiple ways and it'll still look good. So now that you've seen the unboxing, I am going to tell you a little bit more about my experience at the store, as well as some tips that I can give you if you're looking to buy your first Hermes bag. And this is from my essay telling me and answering my questions. So if you're interested in that, then stick around. So my essay was really honest and upfront with me. She's like, ask me any questions and I'll give you my most honest feedback. The most important thing is for me and her to have a really good relationship, because that's what Hermes is about, like forming that relationship with their clients, right? So I asked her a few questions. I wanted to know about the different leathers. I wanted to try out the leathers. I wanted to see the different colors in the store. So that's my main purpose in going there. She did ask me if I had a bag in mind, and I told her I generally like top handles with like a shoulder strap or a crossbody strap. And so she's like, select the Kelly, and I was like, yeah, I like the Kelly. That was a good look. And I also told her that the Constance was on my wish list. So she says, okay, the Constance is a little bit easier to get, so that's always good to start as well. And I asked her about whether there is a limit to how many things you can get, and she says yes, there is a limit of 2 bags per person per year, and she didn't say any limit about any other things, but if you only buy Hermes bags and small leather goods, then it's not as strong of a buyer profile. If you've never heard of a buyer profile, it's when you buy it from the same essay in the same store, and then they take all of your purchases and put it into like sort of a book or like an account, so that they know what you've been purchasing. And the more you purchase, the more you are a loyal customer. But she did say that just because you buy a lot and they're all in handbags, you don't seem as good of a customer, a loyal customer, as if for somebody who maybe purchases from the home, the shoe, the jewelry departments. So obviously still buy what you want at Hermes, and don't just buy just so that you can get a bag. But just because you don't spend as much as the next person, if you show that you're a loyal Hermes customer, then you could get that bag that somebody else may also want but have spent more than you, if that makes sense. And I did ask her, because there has been this question going around, is like whether you can get offered a bag on your wish list but then refuse it. And she says, yeah, like maybe once or twice, but if it keeps happening and this is an item that is on your wish list, they might, the next time a bag comes in, give it to somebody else because it doesn't seem like you want it. So in other words, it's always very important to make sure you communicate to your essay what you want on your wish list, and you update that wish list, because when an item comes in, and it's very rare that an exact item that you want will come in, so you sort of give a general feel. Like for example, if you want a Kelly, you can say, I want the Kelly, but I want the small size, and I don't care about what color the hardware is, but I do want the leather to be a hard wearing leather. I want the colors to be more neutral hues and stuff like that. So that's sort of how you go about it. But if they bring up several of these bags and offer it to you and you say no like over and over again, that doesn't seem very good. It doesn't seem like you're interested. So anyway, I know it seems like a lot of rules and games and whatever, but honestly, I'm not in a hurry to get any of this, so I don't mind like waiting and getting a bag that fits my lifestyle and my sort of wardrobe, and it's got to be a color that I would wear. So for sure I told her exactly what colors I would want to see in my bag. I don't know when it's gonna come in, and that's okay. I had wanted to buy these sandals anyway. I am going to a winery with my husband for our anniversary in a few weeks or so. So I'm really glad I got a pair of these because I really wanted to wear them for that. So I was gonna get these regardless, but hey, if I'm gonna get it, I might as well put it on my buying purchase list and see where that takes me. Another very important thing to keep in mind is that if you want to create a good relationship with your essay, anytime you think of wanting to get something, you should go through that essay just so that everything is in the same place, your profile is all in the same place, and yeah, that essay will fight for you and the items in your wish list. So that's what I've learned from my first experience shopping at Hermes, and I know that the San Francisco store has recently been renovated and it's like the third biggest in the USA, but I know a lot of the different Hermes stores around the country or around the world probably functions a lot like this. The only exception is in Paris, because that's their flagship and they get a lot of tourists. So that's the only place that you really don't need a buyer history in order to buy one of their popular bags. The Hermes store in San Francisco had a bag wall, but it was like pretty much empty. I think I saw a couple of picotins, I saw one garden party, I think I saw one roulis. It was like a big wall, but maybe like only a small area was filled, and that's because because they were afraid of people stealing things. There's been some riots earlier, like a month ago, but also because they just don't have a lot of bags to put on display, because once they get it in, it probably gets sold right away. So that's why it's also very important to have an essay who would look out for the item for you when it comes in. All right guys, so I hope the tips and my experience at my Hermes store was helpful and entertaining for you. I hope you like my new sandals. If you have a pair of these, let me know how you like it, and if you also sized up. I really like the look of it, and I'm really excited. If you have any additional tips or things that I have not mentioned here about getting your first bag or a bag from Hermes, definitely leave it below. I would like to know what your essay has told you and whether that's sort of like all across, or is it just that one store, or is it just that essay? I don't know. These are all like very hush hush. It's like a really like secret game going on here. Yeah, so like I said, my giveaway is going to close in about a week and a half, so definitely go and enter. It is free to enter and win a damier graphite version of this. I'll put the photo here so you can see what it looks like. But yeah, you need to go to my Instagram at Clutch to Carry All and enter on that giveaway photo. It's fairly easy. You follow me, tag 2 friends, and like that photo, really. I mean, that's your entry right there. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope everyone's staying cool. It's so hot today. It's like over 100 degrees. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.